Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is EverQuest Project 1999. And today we are on the green server, on the Shaman, the level 51 Mystic. Got that when I hit 51, I guess. Became a Mystic, but still a Shaman, you know, just a cool name. Anyway, 51, hell level, almost a bubble in, and we are in Burning Woods. Let me get my pet on this. Let me get that off of there. Alright, so E. Okay, it must be charmed or something. Attack. Attack. There we go. So, got the boys here. Got Blake the Bard and Karak the Monk. Got the pet. They're all chasing this extremist. Like I said, we're in the Burning Woods in the northeastern corner near Shardok fighting Sarnax. We did this before on my Necro. I think it was the Necro and the Mage, so Cinny and Orant. I think we've done that before here. And doing it again with the Bard, Shaman, Monk combo, the trio. Blake there is either fearing or kiting these, and then we're just beating them up from behind. Works really well whenever we do the trio. We've been doing this. Anytime that Blake can play, we pretty much do this. I mean, it's OP. Having a Bard on your team is just awesome, and I should be doing more right now. Let me go hit him. And I'm talking. I'm like half a brain whenever I'm recording and playing at the same time. Let me get some hits in here. Mostly just dotting them. My job, pretty much, is to keep them all speeded up. At least Karak and my dog, and pretty much alacrity, so, and then throw dots when I can, and then heal, spot heal. So dot, so, speed, and spot heal. And right now I have a lot of mana. That doesn't happen very often, but I didn't do very much in that last fight. So I will throw some dots in this one. We got an enthusiast. If I could target it, I don't know what's going on right now. Oh, is it charmed? So he must charm them somewhat. Tell my dog to attack. So he's either like kiting the ones that aren't casters or fearing the ones that are casters. Because we had a problem. We had a caster and it was like blasting them hard. And so we figured out that we would fear the casters because that's way better. They don't cast when they're feared. And it helps with my dots too, because if they're feared, they don't come after me. I don't have to worry about aggro. So I can throw both of my biggest poison dots and not worry about getting any kind of aggro. They're going down pretty quickly. It's a pretty decent camp. Half of them are green, but they're dark green. Maybe a little bit more than half are blue, actually. It's good so far. 51's just a really hard hell level. 45 is bad because it's like your first one that's really bad. So it like seems like it's way worse than it is, I think. But then 51's like your first legit hell level, I would say. And I don't want to hear about any other 54, 55. I've been through it on my Necro, so don't think I haven't, and I don't know what I'm talking about. I've been through every single level multiple times. So I know about 54 and 55. Those are terrible. But it's just like the relativeness of it. Like 45 just feels terrible because 41, 42, 43, 44 are also like butter, and then you get to 45, it's just like like your progress just stops. Same with 51. I feel after you get through 45, you're like it starts breezing again. 46, 47, 48, 49, 50 starts breezing again, and then all of a sudden, bang! You hit that wall, that 51 wall. But yeah, this is awesome. I love doing this. I need to just straight up candy. I got full health. The other thing I'm keeping an eye on here is I want to make sure I have I have alacrity, and I have chloroplast. So keeping my eye on quite a few things right now. Always sending my dog in, so he's my representative. That's what I call him. So instead of me chasing things around, poking it with my spear, I send my dog on it, and he's my representative, Mr. Sir Puppingtons. So I'm always doing something. Even if I'm just sitting there the entire battle, my pet is attacking from behind, so he's my little dot that happens every single battle. And then I just decide from there, do I have enough mana to dot? Do I need to redo Alacrity? Like, what do I gotta do? Like, right now I have Alacrity, so everybody else does, because I cast it on myself, and that's how I decide, like, if I need to cast it or not, by casting it on myself. And, it's pretty much how I decide if I'm gonna throw a dot or not. Like, so, attack, send my pet on it, right? Now he's gonna either kite it or fear it. So it's either running towards him or running away from us. Depends if it's a caster. If it's a caster, he fears. If it's not a caster, I think he's kiting. He might be fearing them all right now. I'm not sure. And then I have to heal every once in a while, depending on how things go. Right now I have plenty of mana, so I'm going to dot it up. So Envenomed Bolt. I also got a new heal since you saw me last, I think. Got superior healing now. It's pretty awesome. It's like twice as good as greater healing, which I had for a very long time. I'm happy to have superior healing. I'm glad they made that a 51 for Shaman. It used to be like a 54 or something crazy. I always feel like I'm not the greatest healer, and I know, like, clerics are definitely the best healers. Shaman might be the second best, just because they can slow and everything, so that kind of helps them. If you can slow, regen, and then spot heal, I think you're better than... I think Druid's probably the worst healer out of, like, the pure, like, you know, priest class, or whatever you want to call them. I don't know, let me know. Do you think Druids are better than Shaman, or what? I just think with Shaman, with slow and like, Chloroplast, they can keep up a little bit. But I would never want to be, like, the main healer in a full group or something crazy. Unless that full group was just super perfect. Like an enchanter or something, and a warrior. You know what I mean? If your main tank's like a ranger or something crazy, then and you got a shaman as your main healer, that's a recipe for disaster, at least for the shaman. Alright, he's going down pretty quick there. I'll heal him. I don't like healing until they get below like 50 at this point. It's because my heal does a lot. So I don't want to waste it. Nice, okay. You see that? He went all the way up to 91. Alright, my pet's on it. I had to throw a heal, so maybe I'll dance for a bit. Everybody still has Alacrity. Let's dance a little bit here. I might throw my lower dot. Alright, got a little tick of mana, so I'm gonna canny. Looking for another one. Canny. Mostly what we've been doing lately is like Dreadlands. So I haven't been recording too much on the Shaman. We did those skeletons in Dreadlands. I showed y'all that, I think. Then we did another skeleton camp. It was in Dreadlands. It's like the, you know where the Vishan's Peak key is? The rotting skeleton or something, his spawn point? Well, there's 3 that spawn there on a 6-minute timer. And like Plague Bone Skeleton, and I forget the names of them, but they're pretty good for this level range. Got like blues. And there's 3 of them, 6-minute spawn. 2 of them come together, 1 of them single pool. So as long as you break the 2, you got 3 6-minute spawns that are up against a wall with nothing else around. And it's pretty nice. The only bad thing is, if we did it with the trio and it was like not enough. So it was kind of slow. Because there was nothing else to pull around there. There's just like a bunch of spiders encircling us. So we had this nice little spot with these 3 skeletons on a 6-minute spawn. But it was just like outside of that spot, the perimeter of that spot was all spiders. So the only thing we could have pulled like in between when we needed something would have been a spider, and they cast and they're annoying. And we couldn't like pull anything else from further away because it would have to come through the spiders, you know what I mean? So it was good, like we got some experience and we didn't die. And that's always a good day on this game. But it was a little bit slow. I think it's more of a duo or solo camp. But I do recommend it. The only problem is it's hard for it to be open. Like there's almost always somebody there trying for that Vishan's Peak quest item or key or whatever it is. So since I did Alacrity this fight, I'm probably gonna chill. I might just canny. I got so much HP. Let me get a tick of mana real fast though. Actually, I could probably attack on this one. Look at that, my stun. That's from my spear. I love that. It's nice to have a stun proc on your weapon. Bang! Stay still. Get stunned, fool. Should probably be cannying right now. Kind of attack and then like canny. Attack, canny, attack, canny. He's kind of just standing there now, so I can just canny, canny, canny. Alright, we're losing all of our buffs. That sucks. There was a little mishap earlier. And it wasn't me, but there's like a raid in the zone. Little mishap. So I buffed us all the way up while we were waiting. And now the buffs are wearing off. I hate that. They last for a while, though. I like that. Like, the higher up you go. What'd he say? Dex WMP. Alright, let me canny. Focus a Sarnak enthusiast. Okay. Sarnak enthusiast. Alright, is he charming them right now? Looks like they're fighting. Yep. Follow, dog, follow. The enthusiast. I'm gonna dot him. He's breaking them, so he had one charmed, it was fighting the other one. Alright, I'll take this one out. Okay, that one's down. Now we just gotta get the other one. An Avenger. Let's send the pet on it. If possible. There we go. And my mana's at 70. I need to just canny here. If I got full health, I'm just gonna straight up canny. Or you got some sort of extra HP going. That's when you straight up canny. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. Then maybe I can get a dot in. I don't like dotting if they're under 50. I feel like it's kind of a waste. I think I can get one on them here, though. Like right about now. Throw this big venom bolt. Got it. Alright, so we got Alacrity still on. I got Chloroplast still on. Threw my biggest dot on them. Now I'm going to dance a little bit here. Try to get a little bit of mana back. See if I can catch up a little bit. Killed two at once, that's not bad. It's not a bad spot. You can definitely kite right here. Like, nothing spawns where we're at. Like, all along this wall, pretty much. So you have, like, one here, right? Outside the doors. And then it'll be one here, one here. One here, one here, one here, one here. Then if you go by, like, the entrance, there's, like, a 4 standing there and then, like, one up top. So you gotta be careful when you do that. But I'm gonna throw him a Chloroplast, maybe. That's a Superior Healing. Don't want to do that. Alright, well, I'll get him when he gets back. I'm gonna take a seat, Pete. But yeah, we were doing those skeletons. We were also kiting by Carnor's Castle. Just trying to find camps to show y'all. Like, different camps. We've been wanting to go into City of Mist, because we've, like, me and Trey did City of Mist, and we did, like, the arena area. It was super fun. I wish I would have recorded it. And then me and Blake did, me and Faceless One did the moat, and it was super fun, and I really wanted to record it. Then on my, like, Necro, I've been doing the walkway, or the parapets, and that's super fun. Like, I love City of Mist. I never got to do it back in the day. My Necro's a little too high for it, but I'm sure I could find somewhere to be in there, you know? If I go deeper and deeper, should be... Like, I really want to get up on those walkways, or at least into the hallways near the parapets next. I don't know if y'all want to see that. I think a million people have made City of Mist videos, and probably we're Shaman at that, or but maybe not Necro. I think me being a Necro makes everything kind of cool. Because not that many people make Necro videos. Lots of Shaman, Enchanters, like Rangers, Bards. Those are the classes that I see on YouTube the most. Especially Shaman, unfortunately. But yeah, you kind of see what we're doing here? Nice with the Bard. If you got a Bard friend, everything's better. You can get places faster. You got mana regen, HP regen. You can kite. So it makes my job way easier when we're kiting. Because otherwise I gotta heal a monk or heal a Bard. And I'm not even a good healer. So it's not even them. It's like half that they're not real tanks and half that I'm not a real healer. And that equals like not good. Never bad, but just not like as good as if they were a warrior and I was a cleric, right? So he's asking if we're available Thanksgiving evening. I don't know. I'll have to see. So he's pulling from these doorways pretty much. And we're kiting. Kiting, fear kiting, regular kiting, snare kiting, whatever you want to call it. So here comes a knight. I'll target it. I'll send my pet on it. I have 100% mana. Holy cow. I got all the buffs I need, so... he needs to get it feared before I... Oh, it's a knight, though, so... I have to kind of wait. I'm just gonna do it. I got too much mana. Ah, it's a green. I might as well. Might as well join in the fun here. This much mana. He got him because he had a sword. Ah. Yeah, I don't know if I can play on Thanksgiving. Maybe at night. Maybe at night. What are y'all doing for Thanksgiving? Put it in the comments. Are you eating turkey? Yeah, this is way less stressful than like a tank and spank approach where I have to heal. Because everything takes so much mana. And it's either like you use your best spells or you have to use spells that are way weaker. Like, I don't know. Just to try to keep speed on everybody, sow on everybody, chloroplast on myself, and then slow the mob and then heal too. Just that. Just that. And on top of that, you also want to be like giving buffs out. I'm a shaman. I should be giving some buffs out too. And it always feels like I'm not doing enough, especially when we're tanking spanking. So I just don't have enough mana to do what I want to do. Okay, we have Alacrity, Spirit of the Wolf, and Chloroplast. So right now with 100%, I should be trying to give out some buffs. But first, let's get this fight going at least. Like, I should give him, like, Chloroplast right now. He's about to get blasted, too. So there's that. Enthusiast, attack. Let's do this. Okay. And I'm gonna try to get some buffs on. At least the monk and the pet. It's an hour-long buff, and we're not playing for more than an hour, so I don't even need to put it on myself, really. So I'm gonna candy dance until they're matching my HP and mana. And then I will start giving out, like, strength and dex. Dex is mostly for proccing weapons, right? Doesn't it also help you hit more often, too, though? Alright, gotta wait for it to be uncharmed. Should probably still be dancing, though. There we go, 90%. Go get him. He might need a heal. Let's just give it to him with this mana. Okay, the Zealot, I got the pet on it. Alright, I'm gonna try to give out some buffs here. You gotta decide, what are you gonna do this battle? Are you gonna reapply speed? Are you gonna throw some dots? Are you gonna try to buff some people? Can't do everything all at once. I'm gonna give Trey strength. I'm gonna give my pet strength. I'll try to hand out some decks too. Come on, dummy. Dance. Okay. Let's get this dexterity. He's got a proccing weapon, so it should help. Alright, I got so much HP, I'm just gonna canny, or just canny, straight up canny. Canny 2, baby. I wonder when I get Canny 3. I think it's definitely worth getting Canny 2, by the way. You gotta go through so many hell levels. I was talking to a dude, I forget what I was doing. It was in Carnor's Castle when I was getting one of the items for the Canny 2 quest. And the dude was like a Necro or something, and he was like, on my Shaman, I just skipped Canny 2 and went straight to 3. And, you know, that's fine and dandy and everything, but I feel like between 1 and 3, there are so many hell levels. Like, it's not just the levels. Like, you can't just say, alright, here's where I could have got Canny 2, and here's where I get Canny 3, and that's this many levels, right? Well, if you count all the hell levels in there, it's way worse. You know what I mean? What's going on over here? Oh, okay. Make sure they're good. Alright, losing all of my buffs. So first we will do Alacrity. And we gotta give it to Monkey Man. Give it to the pet. And I gotta do so after this too. Just in case, you know. You always want so on. It's like your fail-safe last resort if you gotta run away or something. Alright, waiting for the charm to break. While I do that, I'll sew. So myself. Alright, go get the Zealot. Attack, attack. Karash, I'll go ahead and sew him. Got him. And Mr. Bardman. Mr. Banjo with the mullet. Alright, you guys let me know where you want to see me go in the comments. Like, I'll definitely take suggestions. People have said things before and I've gone there. So you won't be just screaming at the wind, peeing in the wind. I wouldn't guarantee it. Just because you tell me to go somewhere doesn't mean I'm going to go, but it plants that seed. That's how I operate. If you plant that seed, you might see me there one day. If you never plant that seed, maybe I won't. Like, I still think about going to Payneal. Somebody said to go there, and I never went. Misty Thicket, never went. Like, I want to go to these places, and the seed is planted. One of these days I'll go. Alright, what do we got here? 48. I'm going to throw my dot. I got plenty of mana. Bang. Alright, that's enough, though. I just had to rebuff, pretty much. I want to get this dex buff on him. So I'm going to canny dance until my HP's a little bit under my mana. I've seen other people play Shaman and they're not canny dancing. Like, I don't understand. I know it's annoying, but it's a little bit better if you get the hotkey or whatever. Get the hotkey. Hotkey, hot P. Alright, let me get this dex. They just put out that patch. Supposedly the Felwith guards that were made better, not worse. Like, when I read the patch notes, I thought, man, if they did something to the loot table of the Felwith guards, it had to be a nerf, because they already have really awesome loot. They got swords that are worth 20-something plat, and they drop them like every single time. So, if they had to do something to their loot table, would you think they did an improvement or not? Or like a nerf? I would say a nerf, but supposedly they just made it better. I don't know how that's possible, but they did. Alright, it's running, so time to dot. And it's almost dead, so this is probably a waste. I'm just gonna do it anyway. Participation. I got a participation trophy on that battle. Alright, let's give him his dex. I might take some dex too, just because I got a weapon that procs as well. And every once in a while, I'll jump up and stab him. Alright, we got full health, so let's just canny straight up. I feel like as a shaman, you gotta know when to just straight up canny, and you gotta know when to canny dance. And if you're not doing both, then you're not doing the best you can do. Sometimes you're supposed to canny dance, sometimes you're supposed to straight up canny. Right now feels like a straight up canny time. The point of canny dancing is to catch all those ticks. You're gonna get HP and mana at the same time, type of stuff. Keep that chloroplast up. I got the regen BP, I got the Ixar regen. All that combined makes dancing definitely worth it. Got an extremist. I think I'm gonna throw both dots on him. Bang. Try to get you guys some sort of view here. This is what we're doing from far away. A monk attacking from behind, a dog attacking from behind, and a bard kiting. While a shaman gives buffs, spot heals, gives speed, and dots. Pretty cool group, I would say. But the whole point of this video is just to show you how much better it is with a bard doing things like this. Just makes everything easier. Yeah, I love it. Not sure about Thanksgiving. Maybe like usual time, maybe. Get the far out view. Alright, we got a... what is this? A champion or something? Alright, let me switch my view back. Alright, come on, stupid. Alright, there we go. Okay, Sarnok champion, attack. Alright, got my dog on it. Dog has speed. Monk has speed. Okay, now what? I have 82% mana, so I'm going to throw some dots. The champion is blue. He's at 50%. I think that's enough. Now I can meditate. As a shaman, you're just never just sitting there. It's the most active, I would say. Bard's probably the most active. I would say Shaman's the second most active. At least out of the casters. What do you think about that in the comments? Necro's up there too, though, but a lot of the time you're just sitting there with Lich on, watching stuff die to a dot. As a Shaman, I'm always at least cannying or canny dancing. Always thinking about what buff is about to wear off and which one I gotta put on, gotta slow, I gotta heal. All kinds of stuff. Sometimes I'm up there hitting, face tanking. I got a pet to deal with. I think Shaman is like the second most active class. Bard might be number one. Shaman's definitely top 3, 100%. Tell me it's not, please. I can't think of another. Just because you're a warrior running around, all you have to do is auto attack, right? Maybe taunt. Maybe you pull sometimes. But sometimes you're just standing there auto attacking. For me, I'm throwing my pet in there. Now I gotta do some dots here. He said it's green, so I'm only gonna throw one. Will you? Alright, there we go. I was about to say, where's it at? It's already dead. Yeah, put some places in the comments. I'm level 51. Check it out. Alright, so I'm 51. Blake's 51. And Karak is 49. So we're looking for a cool camp or a dungeon. The one thing is, like, we can't do this in a dungeon. So we really want to do a dungeon, but we can't do our little kiting thing inside of dungeons. Thinking about trying the fell with guards like this. I think there's just enough room to where you could. Like at the bridge. But good luck finding it open, right? So we'll see on that. Was there any other cool spots we can kite? I'm just gonna straight up canny right now. This thing's going down pretty easy. It's a green. What else could I do? Sometimes I want to put a DD on just to finish things off. I feel like dots are better. Alright, finish it with the dance. Even if you're straight up cannying, you can at least finish it with the dance. So I think there's always room to dance as a shaman. You should be doing it at least a little bit. But maybe we'll fight one or two more and that'll be it. You guys are getting the gist. This is right outside of Shardock. I forget where it is. It's like in one of these doors here. I've never been in there. It's a really high level dungeon. It got revamped. I think it used to be a little bit lower level. Like 50s, late 40s, early 50s or something. And then they revamped it. Now it's pretty much like a raid zone, isn't it? There was people doing a raid in Burning Woods. They were by the Skyfire zone line, fighting some huge elemental thing. Alright, I'm gonna throw some dots here. I'm gonna throw both of them, especially if it's blue, which it is. Yeah, I got superior healing recently, which is like twice as good as my greater healing. So, if I was ever gonna be main healer, now would be the time. It's terrible before 51, like late 40s, I was terrible at healing. And then late 50s, you're probably terrible at healing too. It's like early 40s, early 50s. That's when a shaman is decent at being like the main healer. Otherwise, it's like, unless you got a really good warrior or a really good group, you just don't want one of those half-a-tanks tanking for you. Alright, I need to do Chloroplast now, which takes a shit ton of mana. It's part of the problem sometimes, like keeping this Chloroplast on, everything wearing off at the same time. So even when I have full mana, do I really? Because I'm about to have to cast like 3 buffs on like 3 people. So even when it looks like I have like 90% mana, I really don't. Just because of what I'm going to have to use it on pretty soon. Alright, my pet's in there. Dancing. I'll do one more dance and then maybe throw a dot. Oops. Cast that one a little bit too soon. Alright, we got an enthusiast, which is almost dead, so I'm just going to sit here. Alright, one more and we'll call it for this video. Not trying to make it super long. I know some of you out there like the longer videos. It's just like when it's like this and we're doing the same thing over and over and over. I know that is EverQuest. I understand that, but there's only so much you could say, too, really. You know what I mean? About this camp and about what we're doing right now. There's only so much you can say. So, we'll do one more here. So, Bard going and getting, coming back, then somehow kiting, whether it's fearing or snare kiting. And then Monk beating the crap out of the back of its head, kicking it in the ass. Dog biting the crap out of it, pulling down its underwear and ripping it and shaking its head, ripping its underwear off and then shaking its head. You know how they do that? And then here I am throwing some dots, keeping them buffed up, keeping myself chloroed and sewed and stuff. Alright, gotta wait for it. What am I missing here? I'm missing speed, so they're really gonna want that. So, gotta make sure I do that. Let's get Karak first. He needs it the most. He's attacking, and he's better than my dog. Give it to my dog now. Oh, when he's fearing, he's attacking, so I should probably give it to him too. Let's do it. See, now I gotta cast it 4 times. Look at all the mana. It takes like 5% a cast. And I just cast it on myself. I could set a timer. I've done that before. Since I'm not meleeing. It's so lazy, though, to just cast it on yourself. So you know when it wears off. But if you want to save some mana, you could either set a timer, or you could cast a lower, like I could cast quickness on everyone. But who wants quickness when you got alacrity? I'm a straight up canny. This thing's going down, it's dead. Sometimes these things drop some sort of weapons and stuff like that, but nothing too crazy. There's also that Cly Overseer SK. Watch out for that. There's some casters here that hit pretty hard. Watch out for that. So yeah. But other than that, that's it for today. Like, share, subscribe, consider joining. Helps a lot. Tell your guild about the channel. Comment below. And I'll see y'all next time. I think what I'm going to do here, we're trying to go to City of Mist as the trio. Maybe Carnor's Castle pretty soon. Skyfire, we're going to do this kiting thing in Skyfire. Some other camps here in Burning Woods, like the giant fort. And maybe by the Skyfire zone line. These are my ideas that I have right now. What else? I need to go to, I think, Dawnir with Karak and get him some gear that he wants with my Necro. And then as far as my Necro goes, other than that, City of Mist, I want to get deeper in. Like we did the parapets. Now I want to go into the hallways or the walkways or something. And, yeah. I don't know. I need to start farming with my Necro in, like, Droga so I can get some better equipment for my Shaman. I might just go clear out some dungeons for fun, like maybe Kazakh Thul or something. Alright, so one more. We'll do one more here. Throw the pet on it. As soon as he gets it feared or whatever, I will throw my dots. I guess I might as well attack right now. I got so much mana. Alright, there we go. Throw the dots on the Avenger. See, when they're not feared, I worry that I'm going to catch aggro. It's not that bad if I catch aggro, but it's just annoying. But when they're feared, I can just dot the crap out of them and sit. You see what they're doing there? Chasing them down, beating them up from behind. It's kind of like a Necro thing. You guys saw that a bunch on my Necro, fear kiting. And this one is blue. So I'd say they're about 60% blue still at 51. You might be better served to come here at like 49, 50, but I think now's perfect because there's so many casters and like they kind of hurt. But yeah, that's it for today. You're the best. Thanks for watching. See ya next time. Peace.